them a nudge. We are getting started up. Go ahead and hit record here. But thank you so much, everybody, for being on. It is May 6th, Monday. Welcome to the Power Up in the Market update. So I'm going to be sharing my screen here to get started up. So remember that to be present, fully present in the training, bring your full attention to the Zoom, eliminate all distractions, focus and stay with the conversation, engage and drop insights in the chat, right? If you guys hear a nugget, something that you guys resonate with, please drop it in the chat, because if it's making a difference for you, most likely it'll make a difference for someone else within the community. Understand that how you do anything is how you do everything. And remember that this message today is specifically for you. So as you guys already knew, or maybe not, right? I was going to do this training today. I was going to bring you guys Cleve, which is a successful coach for work and success. He's on track to do $3 million in GCI this year. He was going to be teaching us the SRO system, but because he woke up today with, unfortunately, he had a little health issue this morning. He had to rush to the hospital. He is not able to make it today. He's doing fine, but he is going to be presenting that presentation next Monday. And you guys already know in real estate, right? The number one thing that we have is change. So I immediately pivoted this morning, and the new subject for today's training is this: the ultimate guide to a growth mindset. Do you guys agree? Drop it in the inside, drop it in the chat. Do you guys agree that in real estate, we got to learn how to pivot, and we got to learn how to pivot really fast? Do you guys agree with that? Do you guys agree that pivoting is required in real estate? Do you guys agree that sometimes that things are going to happen that you can't completely control, and you're going to have to create a solution? Yes, we got about 3 of you that agree with that. Yes, we got to do that, right? I did not expect this morning to receive that communication, but I received the communication and I took massive action, prepared again, and I had, a whole agenda for you guys. But again, that's what it takes to succeed in the business. We got to pivot. We got to pivot, and very quickly. The faster that we can pivot, the greater we can succeed. So as a community, we're going to go ahead and get started with affirmations. So this is the opportunity for you to unmute yourself. So this one, I will ask you to, unmute yourselves. We're going to be amplifying our energy. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the power up. So are you guys ready? Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right.
Let's go.
We got a couple of you guys ready. All right, cool. All right, so 1, 2, 3, power up.
1, 2, 3, power up.
High energy equals high income.
High energy equals high income.
Every day and every way, I'm getting better and better.
Every day and every way, I'm getting better.
Every day and every way, I'm getting stronger and stronger.
Every day and every way,
I'm getting stronger and stronger.
Every day and every way, I'm getting smarter and smarter.
Every day and every way, I'm
getting smarter and smarter.
I have perfect health.
I have perfect health.
I was born to win.
I was born to win.
I will never surrender.
I will never
surrender.
I will always keep growing.
I will always keep growing.
I was born to be great.
I was born to be great.
Today will be the best day of my life, no matter what.
Today is the best day of my life, no matter what.
All right. Give your guys a round of applause. Thank you so much for participating. Full outs. Today will be the greatest day of your life, no matter what. Remember that. So go ahead and mute your microphones now. We're going to move forward with a couple of more exercises. As you guys already know, I always tell you guys that, the morning routine, what you guys do in the morning. I woke up at 4:30 this morning. I already did my morning routine. I read, I journaled, I did a ton of great things to fulfill me first. Breath work is actually something that I do every single day. So I encourage you guys to breathe with me here right now. We're going to do 6 breaths. We're going to inhale through the nose. We're going to exhale through the mouth. And at the top of the 6th breath, we're going to hold as long as you can. And then you're going to go ahead and release. So go ahead and inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose.
Oh, no.
Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale and hold. And when you guys are ready, go ahead and exhale. I know I feel a little dizzy, and that's my brain telling me, thank you for the oxygen. If you guys feel a little woozy, that's your brain telling you, thank you for the oxygen too. This is a great exercise, by the way, to do before you pick up the phone, before you meet a customer, because I think being present, and tell me if you agree, being present is a superpower in communication, in sales. When you want to connect with somebody, being present in the moment is so powerful. So remember to do that little exercise. And we're going to also pivot to gratitude, because gratitude is an abundance multiplier. Gratitude also shifts your energy. If you guys are ever in something where you guys maybe got a call or you had a listing that canceled or life just happened, remember to be grateful. Remember to be grateful. Okay. So I'm going to just say a couple of things that I'm grateful for, and go ahead and, you can close your eyes. You can sit there and, really tune into the energy of gratitude. Feel gratitude. What can you be grateful for today? I invite you to. So I am grateful to be alive. I am grateful for the roof over my head. I'm grateful for the ability to see. I am grateful for the ability to hear. I am grateful for the ability to speak. I'm so grateful for my body. I'm so grateful for my health. I'm so grateful for the water that I get to drink. I'm so grateful for the food in my stomach. I'm so grateful for the cup of coffee that I just got. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you that are in this community listening to this message. I'm so grateful for all of you. So tune into gratitude. What can you be grateful for today, right? Tune into gratitude yourself. What can you be grateful for? Fill in the blank for yourself. And with that also, visualization is a visualization is like a rehearsal of your future. So if you could see it in here, you're going to see it out here. You're going to see it in real life. So I want you to picture yourself 12 months from now and visualize yourself. How are you walking? How are you talking? How are you showing up? What does your bank balance look like? How many listings do you have in your inventory? How many buyers are you working with? What kind of car are you driving? I want you to visualize, create a mental movie. Are you flying out to Spain? Like one of my good friends, Casey, she's actually flying out to Spain as we speak, and she's going to be going out there for a whole week and doing business out there, right? How do you visualize yourself showing up? Where in the world are you? Do this visualization exercise. Obviously, close your eyes if you can. If you're driving, do not close your eyes. Do not do that. But visualize a mental movie of where you are, because if you could see it in here, you will see it out here. And with that, I'm going to go over the goals as a community, and you have individual goals as well that I encourage you to read twice a day, in the morning and in the evening, because whatever you focus on expands. So 21,000 families served, $10 billion in volume, and to grow an organization of 10,000 agents strong. So thank you, each and every single one of you, for being part of this wonderful community. And right now I'm going to go into a quick market update. This is a local market update. I will have a more national market update for you guys next week. I don't have all the data prepared. It is early in the month, but just in the 5 counties, just around me here, and you guys should do a market update. I want all of you to do a market update in your zip code and your city and do some content around this. But check this out. Look at the numbers, how amazing they are, guys. $1.5 billion in close in the last 7 days just in LA. 888 million in Orange County, 222 million in San Bernardino, 534 million in Riverside, and San Diego coming at 762 million. So if you guys have noticed, we were basically getting $2.83 billion in volume in 7 days. We're up to $4 billion in volume in the last 7 days, 3,500 properties, and $100 million in commissions paid in the last 7 days. So this community never, ever can say, hey, you know what? There's not enough business, because you guys know reality. You guys know what is truth. So I just want you guys to get present to that and ask yourself the most important question: how much do I want of that 100 million, right? How much do you want of that 100 million? Because that is available every single week. This is one of the updates that I did have for you guys. These are the top 2 reasons on why homeowners are planning to move. 24.4% are selling to make a profit, right? And 23.7% are selling for family reasons, right? That might be downsizing, that might be upgrading, that might be moving closer to family and friends. There might be many reasons, but for family reasons or to make a profit, these are the top 2 reasons on why people are making moves. So if I was you guys, I would make some content around this. Hey, have you thought about selling to move closer to your family? Have you thought about selling to upgrade to your next home? Have you thought about selling to get into a smaller property? Have you thought about selling to get closer to work so you can avoid, 45 minutes of a commute? right? So start to use this in your language as you start to show up in the marketplace. So this would be a very powerful message that you guys want to share. So now I'm going to go ahead and pivot. Like I said, I'm going to be pivoting today. And this is the conversation that I have for you guys. So it's all about a growth mindset. And please stick around because I do have some special stuff to share towards the end of the conversation. But we're going to get into the conversation about growth mindset, the ultimate guide to a growth mindset. And having a growth mindset makes each and every single one of you unstoppable. So I like to start off everything with intention, because with intention, it gives you direction where you need to go. It's kind of like having a roadmap, right? Your focus, it's like a GPS system. Who are you becoming? What is your outcome? When you start to think like this, when you start to speak like this, when you start to write stuff like this, you start to think with end in mind. What starts to happen is that you start to attract things like a magnet toward yourself because you have a clear intention. And also, I want to tell you guys that mindset is not motivation, right? Mindset is basically the structure that you have in your place on how you process things. It's a combination of thoughts within your mind. So it's the settings, right? It's like a thermostat. I want you to think about your mindset like a thermostat. And depending on what you have that thermostat set to is going to be determined what kind of result you're achieving, what kind of results you're not getting, what kind of quality of your life you're experiencing, because you could have, two different types of beliefs in life. You could say, you know what, life is always happening for me, or life is happening to me. Very big difference between that mindset. So it's all about programming your mind. Like, guys, I've been on this personal development journey for over 20 years. And what I do know, after 20 years of personal development, after 20 years of me investing in myself, reading hundreds of books, going to a ton of seminars, the more that I know, the more that I don't know. It's kind of interesting how that works. And it's also very interesting how it's also about not learning, but it's also about removing limiting beliefs. It's all about removing things that are in the way, because I really believe that each one of you, God equipped you perfectly to be able to navigate and thrive and to achieve maximum prosperity. But there are things that are in the way, that get in the way, that you need to release. So mindset is more about releasing limiting patterns. And I'm going to invite you to think about this. Where is your constant emotional home? Where are you living, right? For me, guys, I'm going to give you guys this example. For the last week and a half now, I've been waking up at 4:30 in the morning. I had not done this in about a year and a half. And I will tell you that my energy, my mindset, like my ideas that are coming to me, just because I'm waking up at that time, my emotional home is much happier because I feel like I am ahead of the game. This morning, when I got a response that my guest speaker wasn't going to be speaking today, I immediately pivoted into action. And I knew that it was going to be a powerful day because my emotional home, I had already started up. I was already warmed up for 2 hours in the day. Had I got that message, by the time I woke up at 6 something, it would have not been the same result. So I want to invite you guys to think about is that where is your emotional home? And for me, again, it's waking up earlier that gets me in a better mindset and a greater, emotional state. It might be just getting a physical exercise, which I also did. I exercised, I journaled, I read, I meditated. All of those things I did to fulfill me first. And I'm going to show you guys what kind of emotions you might be experiencing. And these are negative emotions. Not that they're bad, but they're not going to be serving you at the high level, right? If you're experiencing constant sadness, anger, fear, disgust, frustration, guilt, shame, envy, jealousy, doubt, regret, despair, disappointment, loneliness, anxiety, hopelessness, helplessness, contempt, resentment, boredom, apathy, stress, embarrassment, indifference, overwhelmed, insecurity, irritation, hostile, these are clearly negative emotions. So if you're living in this emotional home, guys, the thing is going to happen is that you're probably not going to be experiencing the greatest amount of success that you possibly can achieve. Because with a negative emotional state, you're going to make negative decisions, right? Wouldn't you agree? Haven't you ever been in not in a positive state and somebody asks you maybe a question, or maybe somebody offers you an opportunity, and because you're in one of these states, you either A, turn it down, or B, you react in a very negative way. So this is why it's such an important thing. You are around opportunity all day. I really believe this. Like, you guys could be signing listings every day. You could be opening escrows every day. Your bank accounts could be 10 times bigger. But the thing is that if you're not managing your emotional state and you're living in these states, when the opportunity gets in front of you, you might be just overlooking it altogether because your thermostat is in a completely different setting. So these are some positive emotions, right? These are other emotions that you can also achieve. And it would be joy, gratitude, serenity, interest, hope, pride, amusement, inspiration, love, awe, elation, satisfaction, confidence, admiration, enthusiasm, optimism, peacefulness, enjoyment, passion, relief, compassion, respect, cheerfulness, happiness, trust, empathy, right? These would be more positive emotions. And again, an emotional home for you is just practice, guys. Where are you living, right? You could say, you know what? I've been practicing a little bit of the negative emotional state. I know for me, right? I'm not going to say I've been perfect at this. I pivot back and forth from negative to positive. It used to take me, though, I'll be fully transparent. It used to take me sometimes to bounce back from a negative emotional state. I used to be stuck almost a year sometimes because of something that happened to me. You know, case in point, when I went through foreclosure and car repossessions, and I went through a very, very negative space in my life, that was a spiral of negative emotions that lasted me a whole year. But after a whole year of me, like, you know, chilling out in those emotions, things got worse. They didn't get better until I pivoted my emotions to these states and by taking massive action. So again, just know where you are in your emotional home. The other thing, what's going to be affecting your mindset is your beliefs. These are some negative beliefs, right? You can have some of these. I'm not good enough. I can't do it. I'm too old to start. I'm too young to be taken serious. I know I had that, right? I started 18 years old. I don't deserve success. It's too late for me to change, right? That's another negative belief. I'm not smart enough, talented enough. I must not make mistakes or fail. This is a big one, guys. The thing is that in order to succeed, and you can talk to any person. Actually, thank you, Terry, for that feedback. I just figured out that I'm failing and not sharing my screen. Thank you, Terry. So hold on a second. Thank you, Terry. Go ahead. Hold on a second. Let me go back to negative beliefs. Thank you. All right. You guys can see my screen. Yes? Yes? Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. So these are some negative beliefs. I had like this whole picture for you guys and you guys couldn't see it. Thank you.
Hey,
So,
Leo, we still
negative
can't
beliefs.
see it. It's
still
just
can't
the
see it.
first page. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you can see it now?
Negative beliefs, yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah, feel free to interrupt me, Miss Terry. I didn't know. So I was over here. So thank you. So negative beliefs, right? Could be, I'm not good enough. I can't do it. I'm too old to start. I'm too young to be taken seriously. I don't deserve success. It's too late for me to change. I'm not smart enough. I must not make mistakes. This was the one that again, right? I just made a mistake right now. In order to succeed, guys, you're going to make mistakes and you're going to fail. That's just going to be part of it. And if you want to succeed at a really high level, let's just say that you guys have massive goals. You guys have massive dreams. You better believe that the more bigger that your dreams are, the more mistakes you're going to make. So be prepared to make these mistakes. Be prepared to fail along the way. They're just results. Also, you might have this negative belief. I'm not worthy of love and respect. I can't be happy until I reach and maintain a certain level of success. I know I had this one for a long time. I wanted to have a certain amount of money in the bank, or I wanted to drive a certain car until I would give myself permission to feel good about myself. And I suffered for many years, which was not good. I was actually working against myself in a way because I was like, you know what? I'm going to defer my happiness until I get there, right? And if we're all honest, I'm pretty sure that some of us are doing that. And I want to encourage you not to do that, because the more that you practice that negative emotion, the longer you will defer your success, which is counterintuitive. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough resources. Nothing I do makes a difference. Successful people are just luckier than I am, right? I know I had that one for me as well. I have to be perfect to be accepted. I can't trust other people. This was one that I learned really early on for me. And again, this was something that, my family actually taught me. Is like, you know what? Don't trust anybody because everybody wants to take advantage of you. That was a negative belief system that I had for me. And it's like the craziest thing. If I don't trust other people, I can't succeed. It's like, but again, right? Reflecting, right? Audit for yourself. Like, which ones apply to you? I must please everyone to be liked. This was also a big one for me. I had to be a people pleaser. I had to be liked. And at this point in my life, I don't really care to be liked. I'd rather be respected than liked. And this is another one, right? If you catch yourself like just trying to do everything just so other people can like you, you're going to live in a very small world. So get out of that. I'm not strong enough. My emotions are a sign of weakness. This is actually so powerful, guys. For a long time, this was a big one for me because I thought that sharing my emotions and being vulnerable was a sign of weakness. And it's not. When you share and you ask for help, it's the greatest sign of strength. But I had it all rewired in my mind. I'm never going to be as good as other people. I don't have what it takes. My dreams aren't realistic or achievable. Money is the root of all evil, right? How many times have we heard all these stuff? Life is supposed to be a struggle. It doesn't. I don't have the willpower to improve my situation. So again, this is just a clear indication, right? These are the negative beliefs here. Now let me show you guys some positive beliefs. And please let me know if you could see the positive beliefs on the screen just for feedback. Yes? Yes? You guys can see it?
Yes.
Somebody give me
Yes, yes,
okay,
yes,
great.
yes.
All right. I'm going to be checking now. And thank you for the feedback in the comments. I really appreciate it. You see, I knew that God doesn't make mistakes today, guys. I knew that I was supposed to present this today. I was supposed to completely, present something else. And God said, you know what? You got to do this today. So these are the positive beliefs. I have the power to change my life. Challenges are opportunities for growth. I am worthy of love and respect. My past does not define my future. I am in control of my actions and responses. Every step forward is progress, no matter how small. Mistakes are stepping stones to success. I have unique talents and abilities that I can use to make a difference. My potential is limitless. I deserve to be happy and fulfilled. I can handle whatever comes my way. I am capable of achieving my goals. Positive thinking creates positive results. I am strong enough to overcome my challenges. I am constantly growing and evolving. Look at this, right? This belief system, you embrace this belief system, I'm telling you, you will be unstoppable. I choose to focus on what I can control, right? I can't control politics. I can't control the interest rates. I can't control NAR. I can't control what people do, but I can control what I focus on. I am resilient, tough. I can work through adversity. I find joy in the little things and appreciate what I have. I appreciate this warm cup of coffee that Limari brought to me a little while ago. I'm so grateful. I forgive myself and learn from my mistakes. Guys, please do this one and please embrace this one. You got to forgive yourself. I want to invite you guys to have a little bit more grace. Yes, I know that you want to be in a different destination by now, but have grace. You are exactly where you need to be. By being myself, I bring something special to the world. I have courage to keep going. Success is a result of my thoughts and actions. I am an independent and self-sufficient. I can find balance in my life. I am deserving of success and abundance. I am open to new experiences and ready to learn from them. I can make a positive impact in the world. I am more than my circumstances dictate. Okay? Powerful beliefs. Embrace them. Take some of the ones that you want to use for yourself. And Mr. Einstein said this. Please give me a thumbs up if you can see my next screen. If you can see Einstein here. You can see Einstein here. Please let me know. And thank you, Team Aya, for dropping the comments. I learned from my mistakes. Yes, you guys can see it? Okay, perfect. Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want and you cannot help but get that reality. It could be no other way. This is not philosophy. This is physics. Albert Einstein. Okay? You see, this one right here is so powerful. Everything is energy. Again, what you are receiving right now is the energy and frequency that you're emitting. And it's not even philosophy. It's not a mindset. This is literally physics, right? And Mr. David Hawkins, one of my favorite authors. I've read so many of his books. Letting Go by David Hawkins, one of my favorite books. Power versus Force, another one of my most favorite books with David Hawkins. Look at this quote. Until one acknowledges the genius within oneself, one will have great difficulty recognizing it in others. That's a big one. That's a big one. That's why whenever I receive a compliment, I tell them like, well, that's you have it within yourself. That's why you see it within me. Right? So David Hawkins, spot on. And he also created this, which I wanted to show you. This is from the book Power versus Force. And he showed you what these energies, what they actually calibrated in the scale of consciousness. So basically, when you are, living in shame, guilt, apathy, and grief, which are these lower emotions, again, these are the lowest emotions. They calibrate at 50. So that means that you're attracting negative things to your life when you are chilling in this bottom half. Also, fear, desire, and anger. Again, another world, another thermostat. In order to break through, look at the middle here. In order to break through from these lower emotions, you're going to have to go through pride and get to courage. Courage is the one that's going to help you to break through the next level. Then you go into neutrality, willingness, acceptance. Then you go into reason, love, joy, peace, and enlightenment. This is the scale right here. And I want to show you this because, again, David Hawkins created this in the Power versus Force book, but it just gives you a context, right? Again, if you're experiencing like, hey, man, everything is falling apart, everything is not going well for me, all these things are happening, well, you might be chilling down here somewhere, right? So you gotta like basically release these negative emotions in order to move up and have courage to move up to the next level. So the next screen that I'm sharing now should be courage. Can you guys see courage? Yes? Thumbs up. Thank you so much. Awesome. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for your participation. I love you guys. So another belief system here, guys. Words create world. Words create world. Tattoo that in your mind. Words create world. The words you speak, what you say out of your mouth. Also, the words that you read, right? What are you reading? If you are reading something, you're creating something. The words you think, every single one of you has a little voice in the head. And if you just said, what voice in the head? That's the one that I'm talking about. That little voice in the head that just said that. You have like a little commentary that is going on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that is giving you constant feedback and saying certain things. You're probably saying, like, hey, you know what? I agree with this training. I disagree with this training. I resonate with this. I don't resonate with that. I can see myself doing this. It's constant chatter. I got to get ready for my next appointment. That is the little voice that I'm talking about. So you guys also have to maintain that little voice in check. And also understand this, that you don't have to listen to that little voice. You can actually start to author that voice. You can say, I am powerful. That's why the power of affirmations, because you start to override your inner dialogue. You don't have to be subject to that inner dialogue. You can override it. That's why I'm so positive nowadays. I'm not positive because I was born like this. I literally overrode my system. Also, guys, what you watch. I stopped watching negative media and scary movies for that reason. What do you watch? Right? Our screens, even on social media. Are you watching anything negative on your Instagram, on your TikTok, on your Facebook? Guys, I make sure that every single day I'm auditing my Instagram, I'm auditing my social media, and auditing what I'm looking at because I know it's creating my world. So if you find yourself being in a negative state a lot, you're like, well, what are you watching? If you're watching negativity all day, well, why would you expect to have positive results in your life? Affirm what you want to be and listen to your gut. Energy speaks loudly. Energy speaks loudly, okay? Also, next screen, give me a thumbs up if you can see affirmations, right? Which we did at the beginning of this presentation. Thank you so much, Mr. Greg. I appreciate you. Everything you repeatedly say or think or listen to is an affirmation. Even if you guys don't believe in an affirmation, because some people tell me, well, Leo, you know what? I don't believe in that hype stuff. I don't believe in affirmations. Well, I don't believe in affirmations is an affirmation. Everything you say is an affirmation, no matter what you say. Something that you say to yourself more than one time is an affirmation. Also, and shout out to Mr. Claremont, Mr. Anthony Grinchall actually gave me this app. It's called Inner Tune. This is a beautiful app that you can download on your phone that has made a big difference for me, that I encourage you guys to download on your cell phone because it has affirmations that you can just listen to. to rewire yourself. Very powerful app. Another very powerful distinction, which my screen should say, act until, right? There is a delayed effect on everything you do. So all of a sudden, you start to embrace new beliefs. All of a sudden, you start to read new books. All of a sudden, you start to hang out with new people. Understand that there is a delayed effect on everything you decided to do, right? For a long time, I would tell my mentors this. I'm like, you know what? I'm doing the affirmations. I'm reading the book. I'm doing the journal. I'm working out. I'm doing everything right. Why isn't my life not changing? And then my mentor tells me, he's like, there's delayed gratification. Like there's a delayed effect, right? When you say you're going to do something and you start to become this new version of yourself, it's going to take some time before it actually shows up in your life. It's not going to happen immediately. Because imagine if everything you thought about immediately manifested in your life. We probably would have problems because you got to fine tune that mindset first. You won't have the result immediately. Think like a farmer. You got to plant the seed and take action until you achieve the result. Also, guys, if you're not waking up with enthusiasm and excitement in the morning, I'm telling you, it's because your goals are boring. Like you got to rewrite your goals. If you're not waking up with excitement in the morning, rewrite your goals. Make sure that you are, again, your GPS is set not to something that somebody else expects. I want you to set your GPS to where you want to go to. Do you want a listing-based business? How much, what is it? How do you want to operate in your business? Make sure that that's your goal and rewrite it for yourself. Fail forward. We all fail. And this is another belief system that I got. I never fail. I always learn. I always get a result. Life doesn't happen to you. It happens for you. And guys, and I talk to some people. I'm like, well, I never fail. I'm always doing everything right. Well, that means that you're not doing enough, right? When you're doing enough, you're going to fail. You're going to trip over. You're going to make mistakes. The key is how long do you live there? Okay. Also, another one here. I'm going to pivot into this one. You guys have heard me talk about this, so I'm not going to get into the passenger and the driver's seat, but all of you should understand what it means to be a passenger and driver now, because I went over all of these different things. When you are a passenger, you believe that life is happening to you. When you are a driver, you believe that life is happening for you. Another thing, I did a video about this recently. Wanting something you didn't work for is called entitlement. Wanting something that you didn't work for is called entitlement. So please do not have that mindset where, well, I'm not getting the result. Well, did you do the work? Because this is the only reality, guys. If the result is not showing up in your life, it's because you haven't done enough work. That's just facts. There's no other way around it. There's no gray area. There's nothing against you. No, you just haven't done enough yet. That's it. And what you focus on expands. What you focus on expands. So what are you watering every single day? Walk in faith, not fear. Another big one. Pivot this one. Right? If you're walking in fear every single day, you're going to be very cautious. You're not going to want to take action. When you walk in faith, you understand that there's something greater, something divine that is carrying you through everything. Also, this one, I want you to remember this one. Action is the cure-all. Action is the cure-all. That's it. Take more action. Have more conversations. Do more open houses. Knock on more doors. Send out more mailers. Send out more text messages. Do more social media. Keep doing more to receive more. There's nothing else outside of this. Confidence is everything, which is why it's so powerful that you guys show up to these trainings every single week, because we're always learning. That gives you confidence, right? Knowing numbers gives you confidence. Understanding what's happening in the market gives you confidence. Understanding loan products gives you confidence. Understanding the escrow process gives you confidence. You guys got to understand all of this stuff to be professionals and get confident. If you're lacking confidence, it's because you haven't learned enough. So make sure that you're a student. Also, another powerful belief, guys, you got to fall in love with change. Because let me be like the the bearer of good or bad news for you. Change is a constant. Nothing that you see in front of you right now is going to stay the same. Nothing. Not even like, look, guys, I got a bunch of gray hair on my beard. I thought that my beard was going to be dark forever, and it's not, right? It's constantly changing. Everything is constantly changing. The environment's constantly changing, everything. And I want you guys today to make a line in the sand and burn the boats. Burn the boats. This is an old saying, burn the boats. No retreat, no surrender, right? Because there's some of you, and I don't think anybody in this community, but there's some people outside of this community that are still like, well, let me try it. Maybe this is going to be for me. No, burn the boats. This is going to be for you. This is going to work for you because you decided that this is going to be it. No matter what. That's why I say no matter what every time we do the affirmations. No matter what. And I really mean no matter what. Burn the boats. Also, this is a big one. This is where I'm going to help you guys to be courageous. You got to make a public declaration of your goals. Guys, when I started here at EXP 5 years ago, the first thing that I did is that I got myself on Facebook Live and I told everybody that I was going to build this organization to thousands of agents with zero. Well, actually with 3 agents. I started off with 3 agents 5 years ago. And I got on social media and I told everybody, you know what? I'm going to build this team. It's going to be all over the world. And I just declared it. Guess what? I was terrified. I was scared. And I did it anyways. So I challenge you guys, whatever your goal, whatever your vision is, declare it. Tell other people what you decide to do. Because for me, I know that I didn't want to look like just a talker. I knew that when I said this publicly, I had an accountability community. Even though if some people wish that I didn't do it. Because there was many people that told me, yeah, Leo, you're freaking crazy. You ain't going to do that. You're crazy. You ain't going to do it. And I appreciate them because they held me accountable, right? Both people that wish me great and that didn't wish me great, they held me accountable. So make a public declaration. Also, cut all distractions out of your life, guys. Most of you are not successful and getting to where you want to get to, not because you don't have the resources, but because you're being distracted. You need to focus more than ever. Discipline is the difference between an amateur and a professional. That's it. So I want you guys to decide, am I going to be a professional or am I going to be an amateur in this business? Discipline is how I know. Discipline is how you know. If you do not change your direction, you may end up where you're heading. The great Buddha said that. Isn't that obvious, right? If you're heading in a certain direction, you're going to get there. So that's why I'm telling you guys, altering your navigation system is everything. When you are attached, you suffer. Let go and let's grow. Don't be attached to what you currently have, what you're currently doing. You have to constantly be embracing change. This is a big one for Mr. Joe Dispenza. Your personality is your personal reality. Your personality is your personal reality. And again, this is all around beliefs. Another big one, personal development is not something you do. It's a way of life. Guys, 20 years into me doing this, I'm telling you, the number one thing I know is that I don't know. I'm learning. I'm learning. The moment that you think you know it all, guess what? You don't. You start to go downhill. You start to make mistakes. You start to slow down. You start to chill. Business starts to go down. Transactions start to fall out. If you keep yourself humble and you keep yourself grounded and you keep yourself the student, then you will continue to grow no matter what. And what are your daily habits? This is a direct indication of what your life is going to become. What are your daily habits, right? I encourage every single one of you in this community, 25 conversations every single day. That has to be one of your staples in your habit. If you're not having conversations, I want you to think about this. You're closing the doors for your business for that day. You got to have conversations for you to grow your business. And again, what's your morning routine? I touched on this. Your morning routine is such a powerful thing. And now, I want you to ask yourself this question. It's not about what you need to do. It's who you need to become. Who do you need to become? Because in this journey, it's not really about what you get. It's who you become. It's not about the money you make. It's who you become. It's not about like, the car that you buy. It's who you become. That is the most important thing. And remember this, even if you don't believe in yourself right now, I believe in you. I believe in you. I know that when I didn't believe in me, I had very powerful people in my life that believed in me. And I'm so grateful for them, because I would go to them like, you know what, man, I'm breaking down. I'm thinking of giving up. I'm thinking of quitting. You know what, Leo, you got what it takes. You got this. That's all I needed to like get back on track. You know what? Somebody believes in me. And in those moments, it's what made all the difference in the world. So I'm going to pivot back to my other presentation, because I have two special guests today that are going to be sharing about a new powerful loan program and also an update on Escrow. And I have two special guests that I want you guys to listen to. So let me go ahead and pivot back to my other screen here. Let me go ahead and go back here. And all right. Please give me a heads up if you can see my new screen. And the first guest, okay, perfect. Since I see Miss Shayla right here, I'm going to have you start up. I'm going to put her beautiful picture here on the screen. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an introduction about Shayla. I've had the opportunity to get to know Shayla for, I think, at least 2 years now. We became friends. I met her amazing husband. And she's had the opportunity, we've had the opportunity to go many lunches, many dinners, and really get to know each other. And her values are right in alignment with us. Besides her amazing escrow company, guys, this woman is a powerful woman. She's flipped over 200 properties. So if you talk about knowledge and expertise and wisdom in this real estate space, and talking about a boss lady, is Miss Shayla. So Miss Shayla, give us a little 2-minute, about yourself. You're going to be seeing more of her here moving forward. But go ahead, Miss Shayla. The stage is yours.
Good morning, everyone. I'm in. Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. A little bit echoey, but I can hear you.
Okay, good. Good morning. What a blessing to start the Monday with this Zoom meeting. I love it. Thank you very much for the invitation. I feel very grateful for the opportunity of those 2 minutes. Yes, I'm an escrow officer. I'm the founder of Golden Coast Escrow. Let me tell you a little bit about my story, guys. I've been doing escrow for 11 years now, but I've been a realtor for 23. So I've been on the field for 23 years. 11 years ago, I decided to open my escrow company because I see the need on the market, on the industry. I remember how work it was for me to work with a lot of escrow companies. I end up realizing that the only way to make these deals happen back to like 10 years ago, when it was so hard to close a deal, the only way was I have no choice. I have to make this happen. The only way is going to be if I open my own escrow company. I remember there was tough to get it done, a lot of liens back in the short sale stage of the industry. There was a lot of liens. It was hard to get it done. So yeah, I started this journey with my girls. I have 6 girls today with me, but I started with one girl. She's still with me. She's been with me for 11 years. My escrow manager as well. I have 2 locations, guys. The main office is in Tustin, Orange County, but I also have a branch in Rancho Cucamonga. And I'm very thankful, and I really believe in this partnership, Leo. Thank you for the opportunity that you are giving me to work with your team, work together. I believe that we can bring a lot of value, a lot of knowledge.
Yes.
We care in Golden Coast. We care about every transaction. I know how hard it is to qualify a client, to put that client in escrow, to show properties. So every transaction is important to us. We want to walk through from the beginning. We want to help you push through the transaction. I know all the challenges that you guys can face in a transaction, all the frustration, because remember, I've been there. I've been a realtor. I represented buyers, multiple sellers. So we understand in Golden Coast Escrow how important it is to help all these families, and we understand your needs. So
Thank you, Ms. Shayla.
if you guys have any questions, my recommendation is always open printing from the beginning. If you see liens that the seller doesn't have idea that he have, any divorce, probate, short sale, if you don't have enough equity on the property, if you can find a second, if you have someone that is in Mexico, someone that passed, the mother maybe passed away, you don't have the certificate, any questions, please, here is my email, my phone number, and I will return your call, and I'm here to help you guys. Thank you, Leo.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Shayla. I really appreciate it. And you guys are going to see more of her. Make sure you reach out to her. What I love about Shayla too is that, we call her all kinds of hours throughout the day. She's always accessible and available. She has a very, very wonderful team as well. They go above and beyond. And now we're going to go ahead and give Mr. Carlos Velasquez an opportunity with the mortgage lenders. You guys have probably seen this guy hanging out with me at a lot of these different events. And Carlos has been a supporter of our movement and organization here for a long time now. I've got an opportunity to meet him and, collaborate with him at a high level, to him and his amazing wife. And Mr. Carlos Velasquez, I want to give you an opportunity to share about this wonderful loan product that you have that I think is going to really contribute to our community in a really high level. He has an awesome down payment assistance program he's going to share with us about. So, Mr. Carlos, are you ready to share, my friend?
Yes, sir. Good morning, everyone.
Let's
Thank
go.
you. Let's go.
There
Let's
we
go. Leo, grateful to be on this call. Grateful to have everybody here. Likewise, I'm very, very grateful to have met everyone in the last couple of months. Being surrounded by such positive energy and vibes is just motivating me to get out there and hustle. So yes, we have this program that, let me share my screen here really quick. It's a, do you mind if I share my screen, Leo, real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Let me go ahead and make you the co-host as well. Just don't kick me out of the Zoom. Just kidding. There we go. Go for it. Go for it.
Okay, really quick here. So yes, can you guys see my screen here?
Yes, go for it.
Okay, so we have this program. It's Leo wanted me to talk about this DPA program with everything that's going on right now in the market with the CalHAFAs and everything. That's which is appears to be the most popular down payment assistance program. We've been able to a lot of people that have not been able to qualify under the down payment assistance program with CalHAFA. We've been able to pivot, like Mr. Leo says, pivot over to this program, which is a lot for us. It just works a whole lot better. I'll tell you a little bit about it really quick. It's just the DPA overview. The first lien is the first at 96.5%. There's a second that's at 3%, 3.5% of the purchase price, can be used for the, obviously for the down payment. That second is amortized over 10 years. It is 2% above the start rate on the first note. So it's a great program. Unlike CalHAFA, we can go up to 56.99 on the back end ratio. Basically what it is, it's a regular FHA on the first with just a little bit of a higher rate. Unlike CalHAFA, we can go down to 600 minimum FICO score. The manual underwrites, we can do manual underwrites on this program as well with a 660 minimum FICO score. Minimum FICO score and a 45% maximum DTI. That's for a manual underwrite. For a regular AUS, we can go up to 56.99%. Also on this program, you don't have to be a first-time home buyer.
Huge one.
You can this could be second time you're buying a home. It's eligible for single-family residences, duplexes, manufactured homes, PUDs, townhouses, and condos. Like I said, the option for the second is, that the rate is 2% above the start rate for the first, amortized over 10 years. It cannot be subordinated, but obviously, when the market comes down, maybe you can streamline this loan. Closing costs are, everything's all basically the same. The other thing too is that there are no income limits on this program. On CalHAFA, there's the income limits. And let me see here, anything else? Pretty much that's it. Basically, why use why use this DPA? It's 100% financing up to the Hood County loan limit. Basically We underwrite it in-house. It doesn't have to go to an agency. The only thing that we have to do is the buyer has to take that home education course. But it's a very simple program. It's gotten us out of a lot of situations, with individuals who, can't, for some reason at the last minute. We had one that we just closed at the last minute because we flipped them. We pivoted over to this program because the bar had his money in a savings account at American Express in a CD, thought he could have access for his down payment, decided that he wanted to cancel the transaction because there was a clause in his in the agreement that he could not pull his funds for another few months. We suggested, hey, you know what, flip over to this down payment assistance program. You won't need those funds. And we were able to close and salvage that transaction that way. So basically, it's a great program. We're licensed in 22 states or so, and the only state that we cannot use this program is in Washington. But it is a great program. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. You can contact us at the Mortgage Lenders Instagram or at our toll-free number of 888-819-4530. Thank you, Mr. Leo, for having us on this presentation.
I appreciate you.
We do offer all other programs as well in regards to your standard conventional financing, FHA financing, VA financing, all traditional products. Non-QM, we also do in-house as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And you guys will see Shayla and Carlos here moving forward. So if you guys have any additional questions, I'm also going to be sending out the newsletter. Their contact information is going to be in the newsletter as well. But make sure that you guys contact them, run your scenarios. Wanted to get them here because I know they're going to help us to put together more transactions, up-level our service. But as always, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for each and every single one of you for coming. Mr. Gabe Mendez, I don't want to put you on the spot, but Mr. Gabe Mendez, if you are available, I would like for you to close us out with prayer, my friend. I would like for you to close us out with a powerful prayer. If you are available.
Can you hear me?
Sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you. Let's grow.
Awesome, Leo. Okay. Yeah. What an honor. I've been honored and a pleasure, brother. Thank you.
Thank you, my
you guys
friend.
want to participate? You guys want to participate? Go ahead and close your eyes, bow your head. If you don't, that's okay too. Dear Heavenly Father, we just want to thank you this morning. We just want to give you the honor and glory, acknowledge the blessing that you've given every single one of us, which is another day of life. There's a lot of people who intended to make it home last night who didn't. A lot who did make it home and didn't wake up this morning. So we rest in peace to those, and we thank you for the opportunity to be here. I ask that you continue to bless everyone on this call with peace, health, and happiness in their life. We just want to pray and say thank you for giving them the peace, health, and happiness. We want to pray and just say thank you for allowing everyone to have their business flooded abundantly this week. They are exceeding their listing goals this week. Everyone is exceeding their purchase and escrow goals, their loan financing goals. So we just thank you for the financial breakthrough. We pray that you guide our vision, guide our actions and our thought processes before we make any moves. We appreciate you and we honor you. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Yes,
it's a work, team.
What a wonderful, beautiful. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you closing out with that powerful, powerful prayer. God bless each and every single one of you. Continue to have an amazing day. And like I said, as promised, next week, we're going to bring Mr. Cleve that's going to be discussing the SRO program. So have an amazing day, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys at the next training. Peace. Thank you.